Today on American Mindbender, let's do a little garden tour. Yeah, I went 2 routes this year, guys. I went with a raised bed. I'm going to increase this. Right now it's 8 inches high, but I'm going to take it to 16 inches. Give a little tour here. I've started some cucumber plants here from the seed, and they're starting to come up, and I've got it on the end of my garden bed here. Let me back up a little bit. See my garden bed? That way I could put a trellis on the end here and allow the bell peppers to start growing. I've got some zucchini here, and some of you may ask, what's going on with this wood? I'm going to eventually put some wood chips in this whole bed once things become a little bit more orderly as far as the plants. But right now, I just put a little bit of wood bark across them. It's going to maintain coolness for that root area and moisture. You know, being a raised bed, it's going to create a lot of heat. So there's a seedling there trying to come up and catch up. I don't know why they're a little later. We have some squash here, crookneck squash variety. I've got some more plants that I see coming up here. I did do a square foot gardening this year. I may explain that a little bit more in detail. These are going to be cow peas. You may know them as black-eyed peas. You can actually see the black-eyed pea there as it's coming out of the soil. And then right here I see some okra coming up. Got a little okra. No, it might be a black-eyed pea. Maybe that's the okra over here. Yeah, because these might be the black-eyed peas. I did 2 rows of them. So yeah, these are going to be the okra. Okay, cool. My okra's coming up. I don't have my list in front of me. And along here I've started some, what did I start? I don't know. But they're starting to come up. Try to get a little close up. Over here's another one. Give it a little help here. Get that dirt off of it. I'll have to go check out my list. I did start some marigolds. Oh, they're coming up. There's some marigolds right through here. They're starting to pop out. And also I do a container garden. I do a container garden, and in this containers here, I've started potatoes. These are about 5 weeks old. It's easy doing a container garden because all this trash in here, all these little, weeds or different kinds of clover, you just pick them out. I'll have to go through these, but see, my potatoes are coming up nicely. Different shoots. Kind of got them at different stages. This one here is actually one that started not, awful long. Oh, there's a piece coming up. So kind of stage out my potatoes. And then I went to my buckets. I went with the indeterminate tomato plant. That's one that's going to continue growing throughout the whole season without being interrupted. There's 2 kind of tomato plants. One's an indeterminate, and it'll grow until the frost kills it. Then you have a determinate, which will be a bush variety that grows out. I did buy a 6-pack of these. I didn't start from seed. And then I have bell pepper. And once again, you see the, the bark around them to keep the moisture in. I have staked them up now. We did have some winds come through. But they're doing pretty good. I did shoot them with some nitrogen the other day. They looked a little weak. Let's see if I can get around this here. Okay. So there's bell pepper. This one had 2. One was kind of real puny, and so I didn't want to break it up. So I went ahead and planted them together, and it looks like it's catching up. We have some more bell pepper. I did want to try some black-eyed peas inside of the pots also, and we got our second sets of leaves coming, which is pretty cool. Some more bell pepper and some more banana peppers that I've started also. Actually, in this video, I think I might show you guys how to prune your banana peppers or bell peppers to get some more peppers out of them instead of growing 8 to 6 peppers per plant. Yeah, let me do that real quick. So what I have here is a bell pepper plant that I'm going to trim up for you guys. What we want to accomplish here, a bell pepper plant will grow stringy. It'll keep putting all its energy towards the top here. But as you see, it's got a lot of little nobes right here on the inside of them. And these little nobes here will branch out if you force it. In return, you're going to get a better yield on your bell pepper plant. So what I'm going to do is you want to make sure you at least have 6 to, let's say 4, 6, 8 leaves, main leaves on your stem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6, 7, 8 main stems. And you see this little top piece up here, it's actually starting to produce a fruit. You see, it's already starting to kind of produce a bell pepper and things like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to come across here, we're going to top it off, and what's that going to do is going to increase this growth within our bell pepper planting, and it's going to give us a lot more harvest. So let me grab the tip of this bell pepper, and we're going to top her off here. One nice clean cut. We have taken this off, and we'll just allow this bell pepper plant now, instead of growing like a little wire, this is what it's going to look like. Now it'll bush out. You'll see within future weeks that all these inside nobes here will start producing. Let's go over to this one here, and once again we'll just make sure we've got ample amount of foliage to continue, you know, giving the plant its nutrients and stuff from the sun. And you see this one here is starting to have like a actual pepper coming out, but we're going to not encourage that form of growth there. We want to bush this thing out. We don't want it to grow up like a string. So we're just going to take all this top new foliage here, kind of pinch it together. Let's make sure. And saw this off. And now we've got that little bell pepper piece there on the main stem. We're going to top it off. Get these little nobes off. Okay. And once again, within inside of these leaves here, we're encouraging those to grow because it's going to create a stem just as strong as this stem here. And it's also going to produce our bell pepper. So that's a little tour of the garden today, guys. I appreciate everybody coming into American Mindbender. Y'all enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine, and we'll go see Mother for Mother's Day. So hopefully you guys can visit yours if possible, and if not, I keep those in my prayers who have lost their mothers. What a special time of the year for me. So hopefully it can be special to you also. Take care.